Hi there, everybody. Oh, get it. Hello. Wait a few minutes for people to join me. Hello. Is everybody busy wrapping presents, drinking Baileys? Hello. Okay. I'm a little bit early. What are you all up to? I wonder. Right, you're obviously all very busy out there, prepping for Christmas. Only got, what, just over a week now till, well, it'll be a week tomorrow for Christmas Eve, won't it? No, week today, sorry, week today for Christmas Eve. Week tomorrow for Christmas Day. Right, hello, we've got somebody watching. Hello, okay, well, I'm just going to crack on. Tonight we're going to be making gift bows. And I showed them earlier on my Facebook, earlier on in the week, from my Facebook page and on my blog. So I'm just reaching, so just going to turn you around and crack on. Right, here we go. So I hope you can see all that. It's a bit out of focus to me. Right, there we go. Right. So this is one of the small gift bows, which was my first attempt, and I have to say it wasn't the best attempt, but I had a few teething issues, but I got round them, and that's why I thought I'd pop on and show you how to do them, so give you a few tips and hints, hopefully. But yeah, that's a mini one. These are the bigger ones. These little ones are made from the 6x6 papers. Well, 6 inch, Stampin Up do 6 inch by 6 inch DSP Designer Series Paper, and these are made with our 12 inch by 12 inch Designer Series Paper. And this is beautiful. This paper is brightly gleaming, and it's all sold out, no longer available. Sold out quite a while ago, but it is beautiful. Look at that. It's stunning. Anyway, I'll just have to mention that if I don't see your comments while I'm working, I will answer. I'll go back afterwards and answer any questions or queries, but feel free to comment, please. Right, I'm going to crack on. So we're going to show you firstly the little gift bow, which is the 6 inch papers, which are like this. These are wrapped in plaid, I think this one's called. That's what we're using. It's double-sided, so you've got Christmas trees on the other side. So I'm also going to be using the new mini cutter, which is lovely. I'm in love with this already. Yes, it's tiny and compact, but great for travelling and packing in your suitcase if you need to go somewhere. But also it's very good for cutting small amounts of paper. So this is, I've started on this one, so I'm just going to carry on. And the good thing is, I don't know if there's a silver line here where the cutting guide is, and that measures ½ inch exactly. So if you put your paper up to that edge, you know it's ½ inch. And then you've got a plastic guide. Now, as on all guillotine type of cutters, you have to push down the plastic shield quite firmly. So that applies to all these types of cutters. So I'm just going to do a few to show you with this lovely new mini cutter. But as I say, yeah, this is available very soon in January. Only to people who join up though, or who join up for the starter kit. And it's free. You get it free in the kit. I'll give you more details about that at the end of this Facebook Live. There's actually the details I've got written there. I don't know if you can see them. I'll leave them there, but you probably, I don't know if you can read that. Probably not. But I'll leave it there, then I'll explain at the end. So just nip this one in, get another ½ inch out of this one. Is anybody there? No, you're all very, very busy, obviously, which I can understand that. I must admit, I'm pretty well ready. I have had to be, because my youngest daughter, Molly, and her boyfriend are home tonight for Christmas. Only got to be back because they're working after, well, yeah, Dan's works at Tesco. He's working over the Christmas period, I think. And Molly works in a burger bar while she's at uni. so she has to work as well. So hey ho, that's life. But I've had good news today. My eldest daughter, Steph, is coming over Christmas Eve and spend a little bit Christmas Day, which I'm really excited about. Anyway, like that. So that's that done. That's the mini cutter. Right, and then this is all the measurements for these are on my blog. So if you go over to my blog, I shall put the link up after I finish this, and you can get all the measurements. But basically, you need, they're all cut at 1/2 inch, as I said, and you need 6 of them at 4 inches by 1/2 inch, and 6 of them at 3 1/4 inch by 1/2 inch, 6 of them at 2 3/4 inch by 1/2 inch, and then you need a circle punch and one 2 inch by 1/2 inch. And then these, well, that doesn't look 6, I know, so I've already made a start. Oh, going off the, let's bring that down, come over a little bit. Right, just get rid of those. No, I need those. Right, let's get rid of that down there. Right, so like I say, I've made a start. So basically, you'd have 6 of these shapes, and then you stick them together to make. But I'm going to show you how to do it, because there is a little bit of a knack to doing it. I personally use glue, but you could use glue. Glue dots would be a lot quicker, but make it a little bit more pricey to do it. And you could use double-sided tape, but I find that quite long-winded to do it that way. So I've got my glue, and I always have my glue in a little shop, and put it and keep it, and because then the glue flows down to the nib, and so it's always there. Right, I'm going to start with my first. Oh, and I just reminded, because your fingers may get a little bit sticky, I actually have a tub at the side of me, and rather than using wet wipes, this is just an old cloth flannel. It's quite wet and it's a bit rough, so if you've got sticky hands, you can give them a good rub. Wet wipes would work, but you may get, it depends on how sticky you get. I get quite sticky. So basically you need to, so you're going to fold it, so you're bringing it together like that. So that makes sense. Now don't do what the first time I did it, this is where I went wrong. I bought the ends. So yeah, when I first did it, I stuck them like that, and at an angle like that. But no, what you really need to do is you need to stick them like that, because you want this top piece more pointy. You don't want it rounded like that. You want it, you're looking for those, like you get on bows. If I bring this and show you, you're looking for more of a pointy shape here. The pointy you can get it, I think the nicer it looks. So that's what we're aiming for. So that's one. So anyway, I'm going to go in with the glue, put a little bit of glue on there, bring it round, see it, and you, so scratch it like that, making sure you can see, and just hold it for a couple of seconds, and you can see you've got like a little pointed, it's quite pointy, hopefully you can see that, not rounded. Yeah, just hold it firmly for a little while until it sticks. Right, so that's the first one done. Oh yeah, that's, I haven't cut that down, so that's, but right. So yeah, you would cut that down to the required one. So we've got 4 inches, 6 a 4 inch one. I better do that, and I just do it correctly. Get a little cutter, which is ideal for mini spaces. So in with the cutter, 4 inches, and then you've got 2 inch, and you can use them for gift tags or anything. So we've got our 4 inch. The good thing about, or the great thing about the other measurements are, one is 2 3/4 and the other is 3 1/4, and if you add that up, that comes to 6. I'm not the brightest at maths, but it does. So that's your 3 1/4, and that measures your, that's your 2 3/4. So you get, out of one strip you get your 2 other pieces, which is what you need. So that works out really well. You can't actually make one whole gift bow out of one 6x6 paper though. You do need a little bit extra. So what I would suggest is that you have 3 sheets of the DSP, and you can get at least 2 out of them, or you get 2 out of them, and then you can use the bits and bobs left over to make some gift tags, which I can show you later as well. And but that's all on my blog. So what we're going to do, we'll do another one. I'm going to show you another one. So just so you get that technique, but I'm aware I don't want to bore everybody watching me do it all. So I'm going to bend that round and just bring it down. Yeah, see, that's got a nice pointed shape there this time, so that's really quite good. That's what I'm looking for. Just hold it till it's stuck. Right, I'll do one of the other ones. I think this might be a little bit thicker than. Oh, it's one of the tiny ones. They are quite. I find the smaller ones a little bit more trickier actually. So you just want to bring it in. Just hold it and say you're looking for that pointy bit again, which is quite good. So hopefully you get the gist of the idea of it anyway. I've got a feeling I might have cut that a tad. Just going to cut it a little bit thinner because I think that's a bit wider than ½ inch. Just going to go in my paper snips, my lovely sharp paper snips. Oh, they can go on the floor. Right, so here we go again. Oh, I know what I didn't do. That's why it's not shaping very well. Silly me. Right, here we go. Right, another trick we do with a bone folder. You can give the paper a little bit of shape and it just helps it go into. So always just shape your paper. Yeah, that's it. That's much better. How are you, Sandra? Are you ready for Christmas? I hope so. That's it. I'm going to stick that on. Right. Hello, Janet. How are you? I've actually got some Christmas cards for you, I think, that I've got to deliver. I've just been a little bit busy. Hi, Bev. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is I've showed you how to join them. I think I'll do one more because I've just got a few more of you joined. I'm not going to measure this because it doesn't really matter, but maybe I will because then it'll go. I'll just quickly cut this one down to size. A bit difficult now. I've just so we'll do that one at 4 inches as well. Do a longer one. I think there's a bit of room. I don't think I get a big one here. Simon hardwired it for me as well, but it's still not. Right. Anyway, here we go. So just give it a little bit more with the bone folder. Back with the glue. Alright, so watch how I do it. So we're going to bend it round and manipulate it, and don't forget we're going on top, not at an angle, because we're aiming for that point. For those who have joined a bit late, you'll have to go back and watch from the beginning, but what we're aiming for is to get a pointy bit there, not doing it that way at an angle, because then you get a rounded edge and you won't have room for your bow or your bow bits. So, and ask me how I know. I learnt the hard way, so because I messed it up the first time I did it. So hopefully this will give you some tips. Right, that's that one done. So yeah, when you've got all your shapes, you have all of them in your different sizes. These are the 4 inch ones, as I say. So I've done those two and I've glued them. Oh, I do keep losing my camera. There we go. So what I'm going to do is a little bit of glue on there. Just join them in the middle. Very simple. Looks like a bow, doesn't it? And there you go. So that one's stuck. I've just got these. Do all these others as well. If anybody's got any comments or questions, please feel free to. Not that I can see all of them, and I can't answer. I can't respond back to them other than by voice. I can't type it in while I'm doing this. But I'll certainly answer. Is that right? 4, 8. Oh no, that's that one. I think I've got my pieces muddled up a bit now. Oh, I know what I've done. Yeah, that one's on that one, and that one's on that one. Right. So we've got all our. Oh, I didn't hold that one long enough, did I? But yes, our toe is very good. You know, I can tell by my fingers. Alright, then we'll begin with putting it together. So, regular circle punches. This is the 1.5. I think this one's slightly smaller, but it doesn't really matter as long as you've got a circle. If you haven't got a circle punch, you could just cut it out of cardstock. I think that's why it's moving, because that keeps right. That's it. Right, so then we're going to begin by putting it together. So I'm going to a little bit of glue straight onto the base. Hold it. Kind of up to you or how you want it, I guess. You sort of got to, so one there and one there. You want to make it look star shaped, I guess, really. So slight angle that way. Obviously aiming for your centre. Oh yeah. No, we'll do the second layer. We'll put up on a foam pad or a dimensional. And then in the centre, and you can see it's starting to take shape already. It looks like a flower or a star. Obviously you might take a little bit more time and attention to doing it. Okay. Which one? So looking for my dimensionals. Here we go. So now, yeah, we make it, raise it up a little bit. You could just glue it, but as I say, I'm going to use one of our dimensionals just to give it a little bit of height. And then we're going to go in. Obviously, you can just glue it on the dimensional. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on as well. So in we go. I'll slide round for a little bit because I keep going for those ones. Let me put them aside. Right. Then glue on the back. And the last one going in. No, not the last one of this layer I meant. There we go. You can see it's taken shape now. Just hold it a little bit firmly. Lovely, look at that. I reckon once you get into the swing of doing these, I timed myself and I think I can do one in half an hour. I'm hoping as I get on and do a few more, I can knock it down to hopefully 20 minutes. That would be really good. It's just like anything, once you get into the swing of doing them, you'd speed up anyway, which is good. So I'm just going to add a little bit of extra glue, which will slide around for certain. To get these ones in, they're a little bit tighter, so you just curl it up. It will move around because I've put glue, but that will eventually, when the glue sticks, it will hold. Okay. I can hear Simon's just come home from the gym, well, spin class and then gym. Yep, I'm lucky to say that Molly and Dan are downstairs cooking tea for me, a lovely vegetable lasagna. How lucky am I? I've got to go down and cook Simon something separately though, because he won't eat vegetables. I've got to go cook him some burgers and buns, but it won't take me long. Right. So ladies, are you all ready for Christmas? I keep asking you, nobody's responding back to me, but, well, not that I can see anyway. I hope you all are. I know we've got another week left yet though, so it's not the end of the world, is it? And then we're just going to put the centrepiece in, which I don't know if I said, but that's 2 inches by 1/2 inch, and just curled round and just glued. A little bit of, should we put that on a dimensional? Yeah, let's put that on a dimensional as well. Might as well. There we go. Can't get it off. Right, here we go. Let's get the reindeer the right way round. And yeah, you could put all sorts in the middle. I think you could put buttons, you could put small baubles, small bits of jewellery, whatever takes your fancy, I think, and that'd make them a little bit more special, a little bit different from the ones that you buy in the shop as well. So have a play, ladies, have a go and try different things, and please let me know which, if you and show me. I'd love to see them if you do anything different. Right, anyway, that's a mini one done, just like that. So now I'm going to do the bigger one. It's an easier method, but as I say, you do need the 12 by 12 papers in order to do those ones, so that's why it takes a slightly different method. But there you go. So I just got to bring this over. So yeah, here's the larger one. Oh, I think I might have got all my shapes lined up. You'll see. Right. 1, 2, 3. What I've done, I've curled these round each other, round themselves, to give them a little bit more shape, really. And I think that's those two. What have I done? There's 4 of those. No, that's a small one, that's a longer one. 2 of those and 2 small ones. So yeah, these ones you need 4. They're all 3/4 of an inch wide, the strips are. You need 4 11-inch strip by 3/4 of an inch. And then you need 2 of 10-inch. Don't know if you can see that, sorry, I'm off the paper screen. My camera keeps moving, that's why. I wish. Sorry, ladies, I'll just have to tighten up a bit. That's it. That's it. Right. Hopefully it won't keep moving. Right, so then back to, so 4 of 11-inch by 3¼ of an inch, 2 of 10-inch by 3/4 of an inch. Oh, what have I done now? Hello, have I lost? Oh, that's it, flip the camera. Silly me. Right, and then 2 of 9-inch by 3/4 of an inch, and then another circle. Oh, and then 1 piece of 3-inch by 3/4 of an inch. Alright, so that's the big pieces, isn't it? 4, 2 of those, and 2 of these little ones, and your circle piece, which I'll explain in a minute. Right, so yeah, what I did when after I glued them, I just hooked them under each other, because it just gives them a little bit more shape. I think you'll see why in a minute why I do that. So anyway, that's your 4, and these are your strips. So I've got 4. No, that's a 10-inch. I did have these all laid out for. That's my 11-inch. No, that's not 11-inch. Right, what have I done? Anyway, well, as long as you follow those measurements, you'll be fine. They say that, yet again, they are on my blog as well. But I'm just going to show you the method of doing these, and they're all the same methods. So once you've done one, so anyway, you find the centre by folding it in half. Right, so I find this a lot quicker and easier to do. Big blob of glue in the middle, and then I have forgotten to bend it with a paper folder again, so I'm just going to go give it a little bit of a. Oh, that's very curly. Oop. Right, so back to the same principle. We're going to bring it round, and we're not doing it that way. We're just kinking it back on itself. Make sure you see. Right, and rather than don't put it at an angle like that or like that. You want to try and, well, you can if you want rounded, but I like the pointy sets. So it depends on how pointy you want it. And then but just pull it round and just manipulate the paper until it actually sticks in place. Just hold it for a couple of seconds. You can see this, it's got a lovely point on that. The more you can get a point and make them look all the same, the more, well, the better it will look. So that's that one. Put a bit more glue on. And pull it round again. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm making sure I can. think, oh I know, hold on, oh that's better, I think I've knocked it a bit, that's it, sorry ladies, there we go. Right, so bringing it round, hope you can see what I'm doing, and pulling it, just pulling it taut a little bit there, and just angling it, just hold it while it's, till it sticks. And yeah, again, gives that nice point on the end, look. That's what we're aiming for. But say it doesn't matter if you do a curve, it's just that what I'm aiming for are the points. I think you have a little bit more play room with these ones. So that's that one done, that's one done, and basically you do all the same, all the shapes the same as that. And with these, oh his fingers are sticky again, right. With these ones, you can either attach it with a brad or a split pin. I don't know if you can see that. I haven't got any of them left, unfortunately, so I can't do that. I could have pulled this one apart, but so what you do is with a hole punch, you get your shape and you just either find the middle if you want to measure it. I rarely measure, and you just go in and find the centre and you punch a hole. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see the white. Punch a hole. I do that on all of them, and then you can just push a brad in through the bottom and feed them all on top, and it, yeah, and you can angle them, and obviously they're not glued in place, so you've got room for manoeuvrability. If you notice, this one moves, look. This is why this one moves all over the place, because this one is done with a brad, which is good, but not very good if you don't want it to move all over the place. So I personally went for it. I thought, no, I'm going to glue the next one. And I have to say, I think when I glued it also, and did this method of curling the papers under each other, I got a tighter, I don't know if you can see the difference, I don't know if you can. This one's quite loose and it feels quite floppy, whether that's because it's done with a brad and not glued. But this one just feels and looks tighter and firmer. So I have to say, I quite like the idea of the brad, but on this occasion, I quite like the glue as well, because it just holds it firmer. Right, so we're going to do the gluing method. Oh yeah, so I've got a circle punch here. A circle punch. I'm going to find our long shapes again to keep losing them. 1, 3. I think that's a shorter one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that might have been one. I just did. Went for 2. Right, yeah, I think we're sorted. So, yeah, again, we start with the biggest first. Put plenty of glue. You can do it on there, or you can do it straight on the shape. It doesn't matter. And just find the centre and put it in. Just hold it for a couple of seconds. That's the one I just did. Why have I got that? Right. Oh, I think it might be off centre a little bit, but never mind. And then, yeah, that's right. So basically, you can do this in like a cross to start. Go vertically, then horizontally across. Just press it in. What you can do to make them so they manipulate a little bit more as well, you can see they're out quite floppy. You can just give them a little bit of a push in the hope that you can, that's it, that'll just, can you see the difference? How that just helps push them in a little bit. All depends on how you want it really, whether you like it spread out or you want it a little bit closer. Anyway, I'll carry on, keep gluing the that one goes over like that. Yeah, a little bit more glue on there. Don't want it springing apart, do we? That's it. And the last one across the centre. So you can see now you've got a lovely big star shape. Actually, I've just had a thought, you could put a string in these, attach these and hang them on the Christmas tree. That would be very nice, actually. Lovely on gifts, but lovely on the tree as well, or anywhere. Hang them in wherever you like. So not just for presents. 2 of these again. So basically you just build up again, but we are going to put it on a dimensional again to give it a little bit of height. Having trouble with getting there. There we go, and you just, you don't want it opposite. I think you need it, you just don't want to fill all your gaps in, so just take a little moment to work out where you want to put it. You want it opposite really, so stick that in there. Don't know if I've done that because I did that one that way. Oh, I don't think it's really going to matter because we're going to go across with that one. I think it's looking a bit different to say because I'm putting more dimensionals on than I did before. Oh gosh, I've lost the camera again. Naughty camera keeps disappearing. Right. Yeah. May not have quite lined these up as they should be, but I think you get the general gist of where I'm going with it. That one's a little bit off centre, I think, but it's a good thing about using our dimensionals. They're probably easier to get off than glue, actually. Once the glue's stuck, well, it sticks and you end up ripping your paper. But no, I'm going to glue this last one in because it's getting quite bulky now. Looks a bit like a water lily actually as well. There we go. So yeah, as I say, you can do a little bit of manipulation if you like, of bending it in a bit. This stage. Alright, and then we finish off with a 3" by 3/4 inch, but I have actually cut 2 of those and I just glued one into a ball and then I just wrapped the other one around it. I don't know if you can see that, just to create a little bit more of a centre. But yet again, I think it would look lovely with a bauble or any different type of decoration, and I would love to see if anybody else makes them and does something different, because I think you could make them look really special. You can pick up jewellery items in charity shops or car boot sales, all sorts, pretty brooches maybe, I don't know, all sorts I think. And I think that would really make them look special, so that would certainly set them apart from any gift shop or gift tags that you'd buy in the shops. So let's just tell them to stick that one. Don't know why it's not sticking. Let's put a bit more on. I can't add much pressure because of the thing in the middle, so yeah, definitely think you could put I would hang it, if I was to hang a string, I would obviously put it in between before I got this last layer on, and then you won't see where it goes. You could hang a string and just have that hanging anywhere, off your doors, inside, trees. Yeah, that one's a little bit more space. So they all come out slightly different depending on where you place them. But there you go. That's another one done. Slightly wonky, but hey ho. So what I don't know if you saw these on my blog also, I did make some luxury tags a little while ago, and this is what I used remnants paper with. I think these are 2" wide. It's probably about an inch, maybe 3/4 inch. But yeah, they look lovely. Just add them to a card. These are actually double cards, but all the instructions for them are on my blog, and they're decorated. And yeah, made a box of those, lots of different ones. Bring them in, lots of gold foil. And I must admit, I'm glad I made them because I've been doing my wrapping. I've actually finished all my wrapping and I've been putting them on the gifts, and I think you probably saw this, but I say with the bow and I can't, a bit too close now, let's put a bit. So yeah, on just brown paper, white striped brown paper, the gift bow and the gift tag, and I think it looks very lovely. It's a bit special. There's that one, and there's the little one with a cheeky little elf saying no peeking. Right, there you go. And I will just quickly show you this offer that starts with the paper trimmer. Just quickly talk through about this while I'm here. Right, so yeah, if you join as a hobby demo, you don't have to do it as a business like I do it as, but say you can do it just as a hobby, and it's £99, and it includes you get to choose £130 worth of products. The new mini cutter, which we've been using, so you get that. This is just in the celebration period, by the way, which is in the qualifying period is from January the 3rd to the 31st of March 2020. So you get £130 of products, the new mini cutter, a selection of 6 by 6 inch designer series paper from the new spring and summer catalogue, which I'll show you, and the celebration catalogue, plus any choice of any stamp set from the current catalogues, except the host sets and the celebration sets, obviously, and plus all the business supplies, i.e. the catalogues, order forms, and a few other invitations. And that's it, all for £99 plus free delivery. Well, so I think that's an excellent package, quite honestly, and if I wasn't a demo already, I would certainly be joining up, that's for sure, but I can't. But anyway, it's a brilliant offer. So anyway, these are the selection of papers. You've got, I've just got them written down here, you've got the tropical ones, which I didn't write down. Oh, I didn't write the suite, but there's a lovely tropical suite set of these. You've got the clubhouse ones, the golf, I think it's called Clubhouse Country Club Suite. Some plaid ones, that's part of the clubhouse ones. And you've got these balloon ones, which is, what's that called? Bonanza Buddies, I believe. It's good for children, it looks like. I can't show you the catalogue yet, we're not allowed to show the inside of the catalogue, but trust me, there are some really lovely stuff coming up. That's the ones, Bonanza Buddies. This is from a beautiful set called Best Suite, which I've actually got and we'll be making some things with soon. And lovely handbags. I think it's got shoes in the stamp set as well, so that's lovely. And these are the papers from the celebration, which when you spend £45 you can earn for free. That's those. And then we've got the beautiful poppies from the Peaceful Poppy Suite. A good selection of them. So you get all of those as part of the £99 package. So there you go. Starts January the 3rd and runs till March the 31st, 2020. All for £99. Right, that's it. I'm going to just flip you all around quickly. Right, we're back in the... Oh, no, I haven't flipped you around. Here we go. Oh, I'm getting hot, but it's quite warm in here. Right, well, thank you all for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed watching that, and I hope you have a go at making them. I know you're all probably very, very busy and haven't got time to make gift bows, but I hope you have a little go and just enjoy doing it. All right, I'm going to say bid you all farewell. I probably won't be able to join you next Tuesday because that's Christmas Eve and my daughter will be here, my eldest daughter, but I may do one Monday evening. Oh, hi Carol. You've just missed me. I'm now going to sign off, but you can watch the replay. Anyway, if I don't come on next week, I hope you all have a lovely Christmas, and I will see you in the new year, most of you. So thank you for joining me, though. Thank you. Bye.